Say big bag? Did somebody say big bag? Okay, well, here we go. We got big bag and we got some really cool hardware to talk about in the leather Croc Embossed Benvenuto tote bag. It is brand new today. The sale price here is $224. That is incredible for the amount of full grain leather that we're talking here in this bag, and that unique hardware and that wonderful 10th anniversary signature tag that comes on this. The price goes up at the end of the day. There is free shipping and handling and 5 easy pays of $44.80. Color-wise, you're looking at the plum. And that plum is a rich, gorgeous, deep raisin color. Next to that is the cognac, and that's going to be that warm with brown with a gold undertone. We have your black Croc embossed. And then last but not least, we have the British tan. And I'm going to do this because these bags are semi-stuffed. This bag is completely open, and this is not a magic trick. I am not touching it at all. Completely empty. To prove it, look at this. That's how gorgeous this leather is. There is nothing in this bag, and yet when I pull it up, it will stand up because it's that type of leather. It's soft and yet really, really dependable. So let's start here with the hardware because I think that is so unique, Patricia.
Yeah, I just want you to know this is the very first bag for Patricia Nash I ever designed. The very first. So I had to bring it back for our 10th anniversary and do it in these beautiful Crocs. That hardware I first saw in a museum in Bologna, Italy. It was a train museum display, and it was showing how in the 1700s and 1800s they would get on the train with these big carpet bags with this amazing bar of hardware that had twist locks on it and put all their belongings in, and they would throw it in the train car. So I was just so blown away by how unique it was. I said, I've got to draw that out and put it on our own bag. So that, look at the twist locks that are screwed onto the back wall of that, and that same amazing, look at the quality of that hardware. And then that big hardware piece, so it just fits into the front of that bag, no matter how full that bag is. If you stuffed it out with weekends full of clothes and cosmetics, and maybe a crossbody bag inside there, which is, I travel with this bag all the time. So this is my go-to bag, and I just love that hardware. And then you see the studs all the way down the front of the strap that I thought was so unique too, of how they put that strap onto that bag with those studs. Now, I believe, reinforced it with the stitching as well, but it's just such an amazing look and feel. And then you see how that gusset is just on the bottom, and you bring that up. And there you see the back of the handle. So it's that same beautiful full grain Croc embossed, hand finished, hand burnished leather on the back and front of the strap. And then you have those beautiful rings, those brushed brass rings that are holding that strap to the bag. So there's a lot of hardware in this bag. And then on the back, you've got an amazing deep pocket. When I was traveling a lot, I had my passport in there, my tickets in there, my keys in there, my phone in there. So that is a pocket that you'll use just constantly throughout the day. But yeah, this is a very special bag. Very special bag.
Well, and it is that, kind of tribute to the 10 years that you've been creating these amazing bags too. So large and in charge. This is the bag. I look at this and I think about my dear friend Linda, who is a real estate agent. She carries tons of papers, sometimes carries an extra pair of shoes because she's digging around in basements and attics, and still has to look professional, but you've got to have all your stuff. This is going to accommodate that. The size is 18.5 inches in height, about 13 in width, and it has about a 6-inch depth to it. So again, really, really large bag in terms of the gusset and how much space you have. You do have your 2 pockets with the elastic on one side, And then you have that zip pocket that is really large on the other side. So you can get a lot of stuff in there. And then the body of the bag, you talked about your computer in that one bag. You could probably get 4 or 5 computers in this bag, Patricia. This is a big one.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, when I was traveling a lot, this is my go-to bag. I mean, my team always tries to encourage me to carry another bag. But what I'll do is I'll put my crossbody bag inside there, so that when I get to my hotel or my office or whatever, I keep that in the office or I stick it under my desk. Or my hotel room, I take the crossbody out. I wear that when I'm vintage shopping around everywhere so I can have hands free. But I'll have an extra pair of clothes in here. I'll have flip-flops or tennis shoes in here. I'll have my water bottle in here, my umbrella in here, my computer in here, my cosmetic bag in here. I mean, sometimes I load it down too much. But it is so lightweight to begin with that it is the best coat I've ever worn. And like I said, I've been designing bags for other people for so long. And this is an amazing travel or a weekender bag, or go to the park bag, or just go on an overnight trip. It's just your all-purpose family bag.
And super, super chic. So the British tan and the plum are the popular choices. This bag is priced at $224 for this amount of embossed full grain leather. That is really a deal. It is a large bag, the biggest one we have in the show, and it is featuring this really unique hardware. I think that is so cool, and it's different, and it does give us the security of knowing that this large tote that, you know, again, totes so often just have an open top, no closure. This one gives us that security, that little peace of mind, knowing that it's going to be secure. So you're looking at the plum, and once again, I describe this as that rich raisin, but because, Patricia, the embossing is so deep, you do get to see some of that drum-dyed color of the leather come through. So that's beautiful.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Then we go into,
and I love the cognac.
The cognac is so pretty. This is a good year-round bag. I love that lighter color brown, and the burnishing on this is so pretty. Really highlights the texture in the embossing. If you want texture, but just something a little bit more classic, then always go with the black. And black, by the way, is done with the gunmetal hardware. The other bag, oh wait, let me jump back. Black and plum are done with the gunmetal hardware, and then your cognac and the British tan are done with that gold, the burnished gold or bronze type hardware. Are you there, Patricia?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I'm sorry we had a little freeze again.
I know. It's the challenge of doing virtual shopping, but it's certainly worth it to be able to check in and talk with you and see you, even if it is a little bit sketchy sometimes. Yes. So bear with us.
I really look at this big palette here, and I see how amazing it shows off this croc, because you really see with these big pieces of leather, you really see all the highs and lows of that leather. I mean, when I look at that cognac, I see like these whiskey colors and creme brulee in there. It's just like, oh, it's mind blowing. And then to see that brush brass hardware, this is such a statement piece. Like you said, whether you're in real estate, whether you're making your first impression in some kind of work environment, whether you just want to be special to yourself, this bag is so unique in that I haven't seen a bag finished off like this at this kind of price point that we can all enjoy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm so proud that we're able to offer it today, because I am sure you're going to be so pleased with this, and you're going to be so shocked by how many people will stop and ask you about it. Honestly, it's just amazing.
And you know what I forgot to mention? I love the way your bags smell.
The smell.
I do. I mean, it just smells like money. It is such a beautiful leather. So continue to be in the process of placing your order. I know that sounds silly, but we have the cognac, we have the plum choice for you. We're offering the black, and then last but not least, the British tan, a 386-250, brand new. Sale price on this goes away at the end of the day. Free shipping and handling.